Hey, Joe. Oh, yeah. What did you do? What did you get on? I got that cheeser pepperoni cheeser pizza they got at Caesars. Yeah, boy. Mm. If enough people show up tonight, I'll tell you guys what happened at work tonight because it's a doozy. No, but there was a screaming battle royale. Let's just put it like that. I can grab a drink right there. I know I'm wearing pants tonight. What's the occasion? I don't know. I don't want to get this one. There we go. Well, yeah, the crazy bread, baby. Hmm. Eating on the hut, yeah, because I'm eating Little Caesars. Mm. They deserve it tonight. I'm waiting to see if more people show up before I go into the story. But it looks like that's not gonna happen. 'Cause I'm not going live tomorrow. I'm not gonna get off at 9 and then mm. Yeah, the streams for the weekend are still on. But I just don't feel like getting off at 9 tomorrow, walking home and all that shit. So I know it's all good. It's my fucking channel. I don't need your fucking approval. Hey Diana, my day was fine, my night was awful. There you go. Well, I don't know, this pizza's kinda making up for it. Mm. People rag on Little Caesars, man. I don't know why. Good ass shit. Mm. This is some wop, man. This is some wet ass pizza. Let me tell you. That just sounded nasty saying it. Mm, no, I got that the cheeser pepperoni cheeser one. The one where they put like the little mozzarella balls on it. Oh, that's my favorite. Don't ever say wet ass pizza again. Does the Hut do that? No, I'm eating Little Caesars. Yeah, it's one thing that y'all don't read the title, but if y'all look at the picture, I like the best is one because they add more cheese. Places usually are stingy with the cheese. No cheese ball. No, we don't have no cheese balls. Please, we're Pizza Hut. Hmm. At first, I wasn't gonna go because I literally spent half my paycheck paying off my credit card. Oh yeah, which by the way, hey, the laptop that I'm using finally paid off. I paid the last 50 on it today, yesterday. Um, so I literally spent like half. I spent like $120 on credit cards. Um, then I turned around and spent fucking $27 on Amazon on my Amazon credit card. There's these fucking color pencils that. Just a moment. Oh, excuse me. All right, sorry, my computer had some viruses. I had to take care of them. Um, these color pencils I've been wanting were on sale for like an amazing fucking deal, like $10 off. So I was like, oh fucking hey, I'm buying these shits. So I went ahead and bought them. Plus, I got the kids' Christmas coming up, which oh boy, go ask her mother what she wants for Christmas. She knows shit. Sends me a picture of a fucking $55 doll that looks like I can get it off of Wish.com. Like Magic Meal Mia or some shit, or Meal Magic Mia or some bullshit. I'm like, she sent me the picture. I'm here for a bit, maybe. Alrighty. I was hoping my usual crowd could come in so I can tell y'all what happened at work tonight. But that is some bullshittery. Trademark. Man, I should really see if I could trademark that word bullshittery. Then, like, whenever I type it, I'd have to put the TM next to it and crap. Because I mean, bullshit's a good word, but come on, when you add bullshittery to it, I think it makes it better. I think it makes it more gooder. Did you ever work at Little Caesar? I was almost hired at Little Caesars before the Hut. They said I wanted too many hours. I'm fighting glitter. Is that like a metaphor, or did Mariah Carey break into your house, or like the lady at Little Caesars was like gonna hire me and such, and I went for the interview and like she liked me and she was just like, okay, I like what I hear. I just got to run it by the owner because it's a franchise store. I just got to run it by the owner and everything. And she was like, so how many hours are you looking for and such? And the amount of hours I was getting at Hy-Vee at the time was literal glitter everywhere. Stockings. Ah, okay. The amount of hours I was getting was anywhere from 18 to 24. Those were my hours at IV. So I told her, I was like, anywhere, between 18 to 24 would be great. And she goes, okay. And she wrote it down. And she was like, okay, once the owner calls you, we'll be good to go. I was like, okay, sounds good. And I was like, how long would that take? She was like, a couple of days. I was like, awesome, sounds good. A week went by. I finally called her and I was just like, so, I was waiting for the owner to call. No one's ever called. She was like, yeah, I've actually been meaning to call you. Yeah, the owner said you want too many hours. I'm like, it's 18 to 20. So, like I said, like I want 60 hours a week or anything, so they passed on me and crap. Um, like literally when I got the interview at Pizza Hut, it was that or nothing. They could offer me freaking $5 an hour and I probably would have took it. I know that'd be extremely illegal, but you get my point. Thankfully, he hired me on the spot. He essentially hired me on the spot because he was just like, "Well, I just mainly need somebody to answer the phones and such like that. Is that something you'd be interested in doing?" I'm like, yes." That was when like my job was just basically like, "You're gonna answer phones." I'm just like sold because that's what I did at Hy-Vee. Then it became now I do the jobs of two people. Well, not tonight. I did tonight. I did the job of like I went back to my old job. I just sat there and answered the phone. You wanted me to do something, you had to ask me. Will, can you do this for me? Oh yeah, sure. My initiative button was like off. I tore it off. Because depending on the situation, I'm the type of person that like if you make me so mad, I would just shut off completely. Depending on the situation, I would just shut off. What happened today? Are you still good? I mean, yeah, I still work there. So this is for the people who watch on playback. This is what happened. Jax has already heard this story, so I'm sorry, Jax. This is the main reason I went live so I could get this story out and like that. And I just didn't feel like going live tomorrow. Um, I don't feel like it tomorrow. So here's what happened. So we had a customer come in and they put in an order for pizza and wings. So pizza was already in the oven. They changed their mind. So the order got changed. So that pizza is now void. No problem. Cool. And these are facts. Um, So the pizza got voided. Cool. Which is cool for us because sweet. Now we have a free large pizza and everything, and it was pepperoni and sausage. Awesome. Because usually when pizzas get messed up, it's usually something stupid. Like we had a pizza already messed up and it was pepperoni and green olive. Like, great. Now I can't eat that, you know? So pepperoni and sausage, hand toss goes in. Awesome. I can't wait to get that out the oven so I can cut that up and eat some. Awesome. Free pizza? Cool. So I get up out of there, and I even put what I like to call the cheap bastard crust on it. You know, I put garlic butter on it and put the breadstick seasoning on it. You know, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be some good pizza, man. All right. So I get a plate, I put some slices on there, and I let everybody else know. Hey, just so everybody knows, there's some pepperoni sausage in the warmer. You know, letting everybody else know there's some pizza in there for me. So I have like a little spot that I sit in, as I've told you guys before. That's where the phone is. That's where my computer is, and such like that. You know. So I literally, I put my plate down. My butt touches the chair, and like I go to pick up the pizza, and like we have a manager from another store there tonight, and he gets all like up and high on his horse and shit or crap. I'm trying to clean my language up because there's somebody listening in, and I doubt they want to hear my language. And they're just like, well, you need to go to the back and eat that. No, I'll get to that in a minute. No, it's okay. Oh, is it? Are you sure? Because you said they're right next to you. So she's in the next room. So I don't know. All right. So he's like, well, you got to take that to the back and eat it. So I have to be by the phone. Obviously, if the phone rings to take an order, there's only a couple computers in the store that allows me to do what I need to do in order to like do discounts and coupon codes and all this such. So obviously I can't put the pizza back in the box. My freaking dirty little hands have been all over it. So I get up, I don't say a word. I take this plate of three fresh hot out of the oven, the pizza, three slices of pizza, with my little cheap bastard crust on it and everything, and I just throw it away. I was like, fine, screw it. So I just throw it away, and I went right back to my area. I didn't say a word. I didn't, I didn't make a big deal. I didn't like throw it in the trash and dance a jig or anything like that. I just threw it in the trash and walked back to my area. That's all. Next thing I know, he gets all pissy about it. He's like, "Well, I said you could eat it." You know, I was like, "I have to be by the phone." That's all I said. I didn't say it with a smart assery or with a bullshittery voice, anything. I was like, "I have to be by the phone." So he walks away past me, and he was like, all I said was that you have to eat it in the back. And I was like, it was never a problem until just right now. Because I've done this many times before, where like I've had to stay up front, buy the phone, eat something. And if the phone rings while I'm eating, I just take my plate or whatever I'm eating on, push it to the side. Hey, thanks for calling Pizza Hut. Can I take your order? That's it. You know, once I'm done with the order, cool. Put my plate back, continuing. If a customer comes in, move the plate aside. Hey, here for pickup. Just that simple. It's not like a customer comes in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Oh, Again, I know, despite popular belief, I'm not a complete fucking freaking idiot. Okay, so now one of the drivers is like off to my right. Like I'm sitting here. Here's my computer. Driver's off to the right, and she's just like, yeah, he has to be by the phone. Like that's all she said. She didn't raise her voice, nothing. Yeah, he has to be by the phone. So he looks at her and raises his voice and was just like, all I said is that he has to eat in the back. That's where he went wrong. because Denise is her name. Denise was just like, oh, hold up. And he's still trying to talk over her. And he's like, no, hold up. One, all I said, and now she's screaming. All I said was that he has to be by the phone. Now I'm just quiet because I'm sitting there just mulling over. Like, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. All I want to do is just eat some pizza and wait for the phone to ring and crap. That's all I was doing. I wasn't harming nobody. I was just sitting here waiting for the phone to ring. I wanted to eat this pizza that just freshly came out of the oven. And it looked freaking good, too, man. This pizza looked good, you know? One of them pizzas that, like, dang, it has no business looking that good. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, now they're screaming, and she was just like, one, I just said you need to be by the phone. Two, I'm a grown ass woman. All right. You don't yell at me like that. And he's like, you yelled at me first. So I had like an empty soda can there. So I was just like, I'm going to take this to the back. So I stand up to go to the back, and Denise looks at me and was like, did I yell at him first? Now, if anybody else can hear me, the language is about to get a little dirty. But I stand and she was like, did I yell at him first? I was like, honestly, I don't want to be a part of this one. I don't want to be a part of him anymore because I'm fucking over him. Now I notice that like my manager is standing like in the distance just watching what's going on. Like now she notices like crap's going down, you know? But as I'm like walking away, I like the anger fuse went off of me. Now I took my pills and everything, my pills that usually like calm my anger and such like that. And it's really hard to get under my skin when I take my pills. Like it's still possible, but it's a little bit harder to do so. Whereas if I don't take them, like I've shown you guys before, a pen could fall on the floor, and I'm like, mother. So now, like, he's officially under my skin. And as I'm walking to the back with this soda can that I'm going to throw away, and from this store the other week too. So like I was like, I'm fucking done with him. And I walked away. And as I'm walking to the back, he yells at Denise again, like, all I said is that he had to go eat it in the back. And as I'm walking away, I was like, it was never a problem until just now. And then that's when I yelled. I was just like, this is the second week in a row that you've treated me like fucking garbage. And I turned the corner to go to the back. I threw away the soda can. And he's just like, oh yeah, how have I treated you like garbage? I was like, this if he keeps on, this ain't gonna end well in his favor. I know that for sure because I know my temper, and like if he keeps on, one of us ain't gonna walk out of the store under their own will, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be him. You know, so I walk back up front, and him and Denise are still screaming at each other. I mean, not like in this is the way I described it in like the group chat to Jax and everything. And it wasn't like, no, sir, I disagree with you. No, it was fucking grab yourself a beer and a chicken burrito because this is a battle royale type of yelling and shit. Thankfully, there was no customers in the store, because we would have gotten into a crap ton of trouble if there was for this. So, they're still yammering, they're still going. There's pizzas coming out of the oven, so I zoned that out. I'm cutting it out. I'm mad. I'm just whipping crap across the counter because I'm mad. And finally, Denise comes next to me after it calmed down. And I was like, and you do realize that, like, I didn't say anything to him, correct? I just got up and threw it away because I couldn't eat it. If I couldn't eat it up front, I couldn't go to the back. You do realize I didn't say anything and just threw it away, correct? And she didn't say anything, which in fairness, I didn't respond to her question, so she wasn't going to give mine a response, which fair enough and shit. So finally, like once the dust settled and everything, I went back to my area and I sat down for a minute because like now I'm steaming mad. Like there's flames on my face mad. And I'm sitting there and finally my boss comes over and you can tell she's like tepid because she's like walking up like, so she like walks up and all of a sudden she's like, well, technically he's right. I was just like, you yourself have seen me sit here and eat and answer the phones. It's never been a problem till this very moment. And she's like, you're absolutely right. And then that was it. That was it. I was checked out for the night. I was so checked out that like I seriously almost grabbed a steaming hot pan out of the freaking oven. Like I went to go grab it. And I was like, oh damn, that's right. I need the gripper for this damn thing. Like that's how like boom gone I was. And like I was putting in drinks in the cooler. And technically you're supposed to bring the cold ones up and put the warm ones behind and shit. My boss was just like, are you putting the cold ones up front? And I'm just like, um, no. And she was like, well, you got to do that. And I was just like, not tonight. And she was like, well, next time, can you do it? I was like, well, maybe if I didn't have a cracker ass hate monger here pissing me off, you probably would have got done right. She didn't even say anything to that. She just walked away from that one. She was just like, I'm not even going to acknowledge that one. And she just walked away. You know, finally, like 7 o'clock hits. Meanwhile, all this shit happened within the first hour of work. I got there at 5. This happened at like 5:50. You know, 7 o'clock hit, and they're just like, "Well, you can go home." I was like, "Thank God!" I literally dropped what I was doing. Like we have a scraper to clean off the the cut table, so I'm literally scraping. So imagine this is like the scraper. So like I'm literally scraping, and she was like, "Well, you can go ahead and go home. See ya." I didn't put the shit back or anything. I was about to do it. I was done with that place for the night. So hence why I'm cheating on the hut tonight and eating Little Caesars. So you 10 people who are just watching and listening, hopefully you guys enjoyed that story. There is Venmo, PayPal, Cash App in the description down below. Thanks for coming out to the Wednesday show tonight, one of the rare Wednesday shows that I do. Um, so if you enjoyed this story, go ahead and hit a brother up. Let them know that you appreciate a little bit of scratch. If you don't want to hit me with a little bit of scratch, there is the Teespring link in there. Get yourself an artist t-shirt or pillow or sticker. I make a pretty penny off stickers. You know, and of course, Christmas is coming. You want to make me feel a little bit better with a little material gain. The Amazon wish list down there. I added a whole bunch of stuff, just random crap. Just so if you want to send something for the Christmas video that we'll do, just let me know and I'll put that aside. Leave a note. Let me know who sent it, like a gift receipt or something. That is all in the description down below. So if you do send something, thank you very much in advance. If you don't send a note, and if you do, you'll get your ass properly kissed in the video. So far, nobody has said that they sent anything. So we'll find out soon if that video even happens. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, well, then I'll just hang myself with the Christmas lights. Anyway, this is the butterfly effect. Never canceled pizza. But that's the thing, though. It was never a problem until tonight. There's been many times, like one night, like somebody canceled a stuffed crust, which we're just like, woo, that's like that's like gold. If somebody cancels a stuffed crust, man, you know. So I'm literally standing up front eating a stuffed crust, and my boss comes to me and she goes, "What are you eating?" And I'm like, my brain is like, "Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it." And I was like, "Well, we work at Pizza Hut, so I'm gonna go on a limb and say pizza." And she was just like, "All right, smart ass. Why are you eating it?" And I was like, "It was a void." And she was like, "Oh, okay." It sounds good. Oh, I swear, Jackson's pizza look good, man. Something so simple too, man. This is sausage and pepperoni, man. Because plus we have a new cook, and like he went a little overboard on the sausage, and like damn, it looked good. Hey, artist, if you get me any gifts and it doesn't have a note saying who it's from, it's from me. If you get any gifts, then it's from me. Okay, yeah, all right, sure it is, Brett. Last year we had gifts that didn't have a note, but we eventually tracked down. I always refer to me as we on this freaking channel. I don't know why I do that. I had gifts last year that didn't have notes, but I eventually tracked down who was who. I think only Diana left a note, Tony left a note, and I think Death Punch when we were still cordial. And then last year, the Play-Doh set came from Andrew. The Funko came from Mike. My Kool-Aid Funko, which was awesome. Oh yeah. For Brett, you could actually just go to the Amazon wish list and get me a gift. What's with the self-censoring? Uh, Jack said her mom was right next to her. She messaged me and said her mom's right next. She was like, "My mom's right next to me," so I wanted to clean up the language a little bit, just in case her mom just like Will is more filthy than he usually is. So I wanted to clean it up just a little bit. I don't want to give her mom more reasons to hate me than she already does. So hey, at least I'm not like other YouTubers that put in an annoying bleep every 3 seconds. Did anyone else seeing frozen screen and hearing alien sounds? Red, I swear, one day, man, straight to the moon, man. Just bang, pow, straight to the moon. If it was for Mama Jax, then I support it. Oh my god. Everybody's mission tonight is to find a spot on Jackie's ass that Toast has not found yet. It's going to be pretty impossible. There was only one other employee other than the manager that wasn't involved. Oh no, there was two. The new cook didn't say a dang thing. He didn't say anything. And the other driver, he wanted to say something, but I looked at him. He came over and I was like, don't even. That's all I said. I was like, don't even. I got DLBS on the. It was like that driver that came over and I was like, don't even. Sometimes he gets under my skin. He used to be the one that got under my skin the most at that store. And actually, like in the past like year, he's gotten more tolerable, and shit and crap. So like when he came over and was like starting, like he's giving me this look like, and that's when I looked at him. I was like, don't even. I was like, don't even. And he was just like, okay. He was like, I didn't want to hear it. Probably the new guy was so dumbfounded as to what was going on. He was just like, what do I say to this? Was he driving? Get out. I'm exceptionally thorough. So good luck finding us. Sucking up ain't gonna work. Trust me. I used to suck up to her mom, and then the second that I was like, I like her. I like Jack. She was like, I hate him. So you're probably already hated, Toast. You're hated and you don't even know it. No one is hated. How much of that did you hear, Jax? Because you haven't said anything in a while. So, did you have a midget goat with a mom? No, I didn't. No, I had nothing but loyalty. He better not. He better not work tomorrow. If he does, man, then we're gonna have a long night. Hold on, be right back. Texting, fun banter back and forth with. I hate all of you guys sometimes. Just some nights, I just hate each and every one of you guys that come in here. I don't even know why I come live sometimes because I know it's gonna be some bullshittery like this. Well, I have one up on you, good sir. Hmm. You know, right? That's how I always imagine it, though. It was just like, what do you think of Will? And Jack's mom, like, well, he seems like a nice guy and everything. He likes me. I don't like him. Now I always picture that going down. Oh yeah, they knew. Why do you think they didn't like me? Well, I understand. Me and Jax's friendship now is strictly platonic. Don't get me wrong. If Jax ever called me and said, "Hey, let's give that dating thing a try," now, don't get me wrong, I would drop everything and give it a whirl. But like now, we're strictly platonic. Like whenever I do the like, we can still make this work. Don't get me wrong. I'm half joking, but back then, oh yeah, they freaking knew. You want to borrow my goat? It's never too late. Disapproving parents is the reason I only date orphans now. Okay, that was pretty funny. Oh crap, that was funny. I hate that was funny, but it was funny. Kind of, yeah, I was about to say I hate that was funny, but it was funny. Like going back to that, like y'all gotta understand that like baby mama, she lived in fear every day of Jax. She just thought that if Jax called one day and said like drop everything with baby mama and you can be with me, she thought I would do it. Which I mean, I wouldn't drop everything like, oh okay, kick the kid to the curb and you know all that crap. You know, but she did not like that. Me and Jax were friends. She did not like that. Like Jax probably remembers this maybe, but like one time I had an iPhone 4, and for some reason I don't know what happened to this day. I don't know what happened, but for some reason something glitchy happened with my phone, and all my contacts were deleted. I don't know what happened, so I posted on Facebook. Hey, all my contacts were deleted. Message me your contacts. Well, baby mama went on there and was just like, if you're a female and not family, don't send it. And she was serious, but I was like, whatever. So people are sending me contacts and everything. Jack sends me a text message saying, "Hey, it's me. I saw what baby mama posted. I don't know if she was serious. Serious though. Oh, they don't worry about it. You know, hell no. I still look over my shoulder. I'll be on the phone talking to Jackson. I'm just like, is he here? Hell no. Hell no. He once walked in the house with a shovel and rope before, and I was like, oh crap. I'm kidding. That didn't happen. I will say this though. Her dad doesn't know it, but me and her dad have something in common. And that is we remember shit. Just friends or not. Me and her dad, we remember shit. And we hold on to shit because her dad was mad at me for shit that happened like years ago. And I didn't find that out until years after it fucking happened. That's what I found out about that shit. I was like, what do you know? We have something in common. You ever bring him an offering to appease him? I brought him a goat with a bum leg, but he wasn't happy. Oh, it wasn't a midget goat. That's why. Ah, that's where I went wrong. All in the detail. Well, the hell Erica's been sitting there? No deformed animals. You're sitting there like, how many times are I going to tell you fuckers? No deformed animals. Erica was actually there the day that shit broke down. She was actually there that day. She left right before it actually happened, but she was there for a few minutes. Four goats at least. Four healthy, thriving goats. Man, that actually reminds me. Where to buy 5 goats? Oh, I thought you could pretty much Google anything these days. Hmm. No, I don't want a petting zoo. Hmm. Okay. Is it deformed because it's a meaty goat? Is it deformed because it's a midget or because of the bum leg? What kind of question is that? That's like, hey, I lost my left nut. If I lost my left nut, is it still my left nut? That's where I got Bummy the. That's where I got Bummy the petting zoo, and that's what you named him, Bummy. You're a horrible pet owner. That's like if I had a three-legged dog and I named him Skippy. Did you ever sleep over at Jax's house? Nah. Yeah. No. She was like, I'll give you a ride to work, but I have to take a nap at your house. I was like, all right. I have a goat named Bummy, but it's because he has a huge ass. Oh my God. If I got $1 for every one of these terrible things that you have said, I could stop streaming. It has to be worth two goats, Brett. That's funny, Will. Oh my God. Forget about goats. We are forgetting about Riri the dog. Oh, fucking Riri. Why aren't we watching that right now? What I would give to watch Riri, the friendly or happy dolphin, retarded dolphin, whatever the fuck he's called this week. Because I know when I first saw it, it was Riri, the happy dolphin. And I know Toast keeps changing it on me. I know it was never a retarded dolphin, but I know it was Riri, the the fucking whatever I just said. And he keeps switching it on me whenever I pick the other one. Happy dolphin. Bullshit. I knew the first time you said it was friendly dolphin. I'm gonna go back and watch that live. I just got to figure out which live it was. That's gonna be the hard part. He's always been happy. No, no. I swear you said friendly the first time. Because you're like good one. Oh, what the fuck you mean good one? It's Flipper. What other show is there about a dolphin? And you're like Riri the friendly dolphin. And then that's when the game stopped for a while. And then when we were retelling it later, all of a sudden you became Riri the happy dolphin. And then I swear one day I said Riri the happy dolphin. And you're like friendly dolphin. And I was like, oh, friendly dolphin. And then one day I said friendly again, and then he became happy dolphin again. Or I said retarded dolphin. I think that's what I said. I said retarded dolphin, and then he became a happy dolphin again, or some shit like that. Because then it grew to him wearing a helmet. Always been up. If I go back and watch that live, if I go back and watch that live, and the first thing out of your mouth is friendly dolphin, you don't have a wrench no more. I just got to figure out which live that was. I don't even remember now. Doing 4 lives a week is hell of a drug. I gotta see if that video is blocked, but y'all should see this video I made about Cheetos the donkey. It's the most ludicrous freaking video I've ever made. It grew from out of a joke. Me and 3 friends were talking about. I just made this. I made this video about a donkey, a story about a donkey. About oh god, I can't remember right now. I used to post it every Valentine's Day because I'm like, while you're out with your loved ones and everything on Valentine's Day, remember Cheetos. Cheetos the donkey with an E for copyright reasons. Like we were, me and my 3 friends at the time. There used to be 4 of us. Now it's just 3. Because 4th one wanted to talk smack about my kids. You got exiled. Well, at least for me, the other 2 still talk to him, but whatever. It's not the point of the story. Anyway, so I don't know how we got to it. I literally don't know how we got to it, but we just got to like a homeless guy riding a donkey on a bus, and we're just like, oh wow, okay. Then like he would tip the driver a quarter for that. And we're like, why is he riding the donkey on a bus? Like what is the purpose of that? I'm not worried. I know I said happy. So and then it just grew from there. It just grew from like, what if one day he doesn't tip him a quarter, he tips him like a dime? Or the homeless man gets mad, and when like the guy goes into the store, he leaves the donkey and he kills him. We're like, what's the donkey's name? We're like Cheetos. We're like CHEETOES for copyright reasons. It just fucking grew from there. It just snowballed, and we were fucking rolling. I mean, like it's one of those you had to be there type of situations. But like, I was like, I gotta make a video of this. So like, and that's how it grew to like, on Valentine's Day, when you're out with your loved ones and everything, remember Cheetos. And like apparently the donkey smoked cigars. So like my friend Nick was just like, oh my god, I would kill to see a picture of a donkey with a cigar in its mouth. I was like, if you give me like 4 minutes, I can make that happen. He's like, what? No. I went into like Photoshop and took like a picture of a fucking donkey, and I put a cigar in its mouth, and it was just like this donkey with it has like a fucking cigar hanging out of its mouth and shit. Oh god, it's so fucked up, man. I think I have that video unlocked. I gotta see. Oh, hey, Lewis. Oh, you should turn them into short stories, short ass stories. That's the only story we have because he's dead in that one. Cheetos dies in that one. Because remember, Cheetos. I used to post it on my Facebook feed every Valentine's Day. Like while you're out with your loved ones and everything. Remember Cheetos. Oh damn! Don't tell Fartimus. Oh, Fartimus is not allowed around here anymore. Didn't I tell you that last time we were here? He's banished too. He's on the island of misfit toys too. All those people you mentioned are blocked forever. Pretty much, yeah. Hey, I mean, Fartimus said I waste his fucking time with my questions and answers and shit. So fuck him. I don't need him in here if I'm gonna waste his time. Oh, I just opened it last night on the live because we had like a slow live last night, and for Shiggles, I opened it and everything. It looks pretty cool. Different colors. Oh, he's upside down. Right there. I need to see the reboot. You know, I said this before. I've talked about the reboot on here before, but I'll tell you. I went into it wanting to hate it. I was like, good. I can go in and watch this and freaking hate it and be over it and shit like that. But went in and freaking loved it. Watched every episode of it. Freaking loved it. Kind of like this weird Saved by the Bell Glee mashup because it's filmed just like Glee. I'm sorry. I mean, let's call a spade here. I mean, like it's Glee without all the freaking music. That's how it's filmed, you know. Um, but it was dope. I gotta admit, the mix of the new and old characters coming in. Plus, you get updates on like you get an update on where Screech has been. Plus, they even mentioned Tori, which is funny how they mentioned Tori. I thought it was pretty funny. Like, spoiler. I mean, they tell you like they're like, don't you remember? They're like, oh, it's just like with Tori, and then Kelly's like, who? And Jack is like, what? Because you know not a lot of people remember Tori and shit. I thought it was pretty funny. Um, Pretty funny like callback. What other reboots do you like? Girl Meets World. I didn't. I watched the first episode and I was more into like what Corey and Topanga were up to, and I was so excited to see that 2-second cameo from Mr. Feeney than I was about the new characters. Could have cared less. I watched like the second episode and the third, and I just wasn't into it. I did not give two rats asses about it. Fuller House. I watched the first episode of Fuller House, and then that's when I found out that only Saget and Stamos and others were just going to be there for that episode. I know Stamos shows up like periodically throughout the show, but I thought they were going to be there for all of it, so I didn't care. Stopped caring. Will and Grace. I was never really a Will and Grace fan to begin with, so I didn't really watch the reboot. I love Girl Meets World. I know you love Girl Meets World. Well, then, hey, I got the whole series for you from hardtofindtv.com. Fuller House was unwatchable in my opinion. I mean, after like I'm on season 8 of it right now. I haven't watched the last season, but like after watching it, I would love to see a reboot. I would love to see what those characters are up to. I would love to see like a reboot of the Drew Carey show. I would really love to see what those characters are up to and shit. Like, what have they been doing all this time? You know, that's just me though. I know it will never happen, but I would really love to see what those characters are up to. And I remember when they added Cheers to Netflix the first time. I was just moving into Illinois, and like when they're adding Cheers, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome! All right, I'm gonna watch Cheers again." And I watched the first episode of Cheers, and I was just like, "This is not what I remember." You know, so I just stopped watching. I don't think a Cheers reboot would just be like Sam in the bar. You know, like we're still closed, COVID. Sorry, that would be the reboot of Cheers. Just him, old, whole bunch of bills scattered around the bar. Oh, damn, we're still closed. Give it another try. I don't know. Dude, I have so many freaking TV shows I need to watch now. It's not even freaking funny. Heard Frasier's getting a reboot though. I don't know. Frasier was like one of those shows I kind of watched for a little bit, and then like I just stopped. Tears was one of the rare shows Drew was up for watching. Really? In case you guys don't know, Drew is her ex. In case for those playing the home version. Yeah. But like after watching like all these Drew Carey show episodes, I'm like, wow, I know where I get a lot of my jokes from now. Like some of the stuff I say, I'm just like, I remember I got this from somewhere. I just don't remember where. And like now I'm just like, oh shit, that's where I got it from. Like I hear so many jokes from the Drew Carey show, and I'm just like, damn, that's where I got it from. The only one I really remembered, like that I got specifically from the Drew Carey show, was like there's this joke that I say, um, like at work. It's just like they're like, oh, well, you didn't ask them if they wanted fries with that. I'm just like, I refuse to ask anybody if they want fries with that. I refuse to prove that counts are right. You know, uh, that one I know I got from Drew Carey show, but then like others pop up. I can't remember off the top of my head, but like I'll hear it in Drew Carey show, and I'm just like, oh damn, that's where I got that from. You know, because like now when I go upstairs and I lay on the floor, I make like a little spot on the floor, and when I color, I put on like a TV show in the background, and that's what I do when I color. And lately it's been the Drew Carey show. Before that, it was Reno 911. So he doesn't watch a lot of TV and movies. Oh, and again, 5 years. He didn't like a lot of TV and movies. He didn't like that one thing you told me about. 5 years. He didn't like pigtails. 5 years. He didn't go downtown. No, I don't want to say it. It's something simple, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, and then Jax gets mad at me later for it. Like, why'd you say that live? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Because what y'all don't know, like if I say something wrong on a live when Jax is here, or like when she's on live, she beats me afterwards. I just want y'all to know that. Not her physically, but she hires somebody to come to the house and beat my ass. Yeah, from Big Money Wrestlers, the movie. Big Money Wrestlers. You didn't eat the crust off pizzas? Oh my god. He, I'll pay for it later, but he didn't like nude pictures. Really? All you fuckers were quiet throughout the whole TV show conversation, but I mentioned that one little fucking throwaway thing. All of a sudden, bread and fucking toast perk up. Didn't like nudes. No, no. Although to be fair, my last girlfriend, she didn't like sending nudes. She didn't like sending nudes because why did you have why did you even have to connect it to though? We're talking about Netflix and stuff. See, thanks guys. Thanks for asking so many questions and coax it out of me and shit. Because now I'm gonna have to pay for that later. Thank you. Now she's gonna hit me later. I don't want to talk no more. And the realistic number is 500. Why does Messenger always not want to work? Great. Don't go, Jax. Well, bye.